Hey guys, how's it going? Ghosty Rich here today, and we are going to be making some 3-ingredient shortbread cookies. Hell yeah! So, what you're going to need is pretty simple. Some softened butter, 1 cup. Then you're going to need some flour and some powdered sugar, aka like icing sugar or whatnot. But anyways, you're going to need that. And then we're going to be adding some vanilla extract, which would make this a 4-ingredient. But we decided, we're going to add that 4th ingredient. Now that's for the first set. We're going to make 1 set of cookies with that. The second set, we're going to use chocolate chips. But the cool thing is with the first set, since it'll be plain, we're going to make them red, so that way we can tell them apart. And then with the green ones, then we're going to do the second set is green, which we're going to use mint chocolate chips. So that'll be pretty sick. And then we'll stagger it on the platter, look pretty cool, kind of Christmassy. So, first off, you want to get your stuff together, and we're going to make the first set right here, which is just, it's saying here, in a large bowl, we're going to add flour, and we're going to put our butter and our sugars together. Okay, so we'll start that now. So we got our 1/2 cup of powdered sugar there. We're going to sift that in. Get a little bit of air going on. Come on, cooking chef. Show off your skills. It's always the mammy on the camera who's just like, bake quicker. All right, let's eat the cookies. And then
our butter.
Our butter. Bam. Nice and juicy. And yeah, now we just need the good old whacker. When we soften it up a little bit more, just so that way it's easier to work with. It's always nice when you have a good playing field. And then we got our mixer. Click, click. Buttery, creamy mixture. We just have the mixer so we can speed it up a little bit. That way you don't have to be like, and then... And so, the next thing we have to do is add the flour, which is 2 cups.
2 cups.
Pull out your big cup. 1. And deuce. And now a little bit more mixture.
Butter.
Oh yes, and then we're gonna put in like a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Usually you just, it's that, or you add just a capful.
Just adds a little bit of flavor.
Yeah. Man, I remember being a kid and every time I smelled vanilla, I was like, oh, I just want to drink a bottle. And then I finally tried to drink just a little bit, and I was like, ugh. Oh wow, it already smells like shortbread cookies.
We should be using cookies.
Oh yeah, and then the only other thing we have to do is add the food coloring.
Okay.
And these ones are going to be the special red ones. Blood red cookies. If you missed that, she just took a knife and slit her hand open, and then she added some blood to the cookies. How vampiric. If anything, it'll just add red sparkles. That'll look cool too. Everyone will be like, is it food cake cookies? Hell no. You will never catch me making a food cake or fruit cake or whatever they call those things.
Angel food cake.
Yeah. All I call them is flying cinder blocks because I usually just end up throwing them out the window.
They'll be kind of pink. Let's add some more.
Okay. Pink cookies. Sweet. So yeah, we're just going to do this. And then after this, after we beat it all together, we're going to form the dough with our hands or doughy balls. And then we're going to roll it and yeah, I'm just looking at our thing here. Gonna go over it. So stay tuned for when we roll it out with the rolling pin and stuff like that. All right. So yeah, as you can see here, ours is kind of really cool. It's all swirled together. Of course, if you wanted it the other way, you could have mixed it in with the butter or whatnot, so that way when you beat it together, it might have been a little bit red. But this is all trial and error. This wasn't part of the recipe, and I actually like the look of that. That's gonna make a cool looking cookie. So we'll try it the other way with the green, but right now, after you do this, now we need to roll this a 1/4 inch thick, and then from there, we're gonna start forming some cookies. So, at this point, stay tuned, and we're gonna cut them into some round cookies, and then we're going to put them on a baking sheet. Also, before you do that, a good thing to do is to also preheat the oven at 350 degrees, okay? And as you can see, it's Fahrenheit. Alright, so as you can see, we had to hire a professional cookie cutter here. This is Sean, and Sean is going to be making a whole bunch of different shapes for us. As you can see, the cookie recipe turned out super sweet. So from here, we're just going to cut them out, and then you know, do multiples. There you go, press again. So before you do this, another helpful tip is make sure you're always flouring your rolling pin when you're rolling it out, otherwise it'll stick to your rolling pin, just in case this is your first time making, well, anything, but it's a good thing to know. And then of course, when you have your tray like this, make sure you spray it so your cookies don't stick to your tray. Okay, so once that's done, just let Buddy here, as you can see, our professional cookie cutter, he's going to go through and he's going to cut these cookies up, and then we're going to start working on our second batch so we can put them all in the oven. Okay, so keep going, Cookie Man. Live on. There's Sean again. Look at that. Look at what Sean did. That's a lot of work there, buddy. See?
I hold it.
I will show you in 1 second. I need to hold it because it's recording right now. And then we'll show you the footage afterwards. But as you can see, this is ready to go. Our oven is preheated, so it's time to throw these in. Again, you're going to want to monitor them. It'll be really hard to tell if those ones are golden. But anyways, it tells you right here, bake for 16 to 18 minutes or until the cookies are a pale golden brown. It'll be harder if you do it red like we did, but we should be able to tell. And of course, we'll show you the cookies once they're done. So stay tuned, and we'll show you the end result. Alright, so while we are currently waiting for the oven, or the other cookies that are in the oven, we're starting this up. So as you can see, we put our sugar in here, and we've put our butter in here, our softened butter. We've put the green in here, and then we'll mix this up. After that, we'll put the flour, and we'll put the chocolate chips in. So, stay tuned for this. As you can see, our cookie professional is back at cutting cookies. And our dough turned out a much greener this time because as you've seen, I did it during the mixing stages with Chantel there. And now it's all good. So now what we're going to do is just cut out a bunch of cookies as close as we can together. And we're going to add them to our tray. And as you can see, these are looking pretty sweet inside. Look how big they got. So we got another 2 minutes on the mic, and then we'll pull it out and you'll see. Right, so as you can see here, this is the difference between the two. You got your green with your chocolate chips. All we did afterwards, we pressed them on top so that way they melted into the cookie like that. And then now we've got the red cookie and the greens. And it's all thanks to the cookie professional right here.
Wave at the camera, Sean. Sean, wave at the camera.
Good job, buddy. See, he's just shy. But yeah, so other than that, we've got a couple other super cookies going in. And now we're going to move on to our next thing that we're going to bake. So if you like this video, press the like button and subscribe for any more baking I might do. I usually do auto repair videos, but this is always fun. Okay.